Akwaba Medofupa. So the other day, the sun was out. The sun came out to play. If you are in the UK, you will understand when the sun is out, we make the most of it. Okay, so the sun was out, we were having such a lovely day, and this impromptu charcoal grilled tilapia had to happen, and it was just so delicious. So yes, the sun was out. I quickly popped out to grab some fish. I thought, why not grill some fish and enjoy it with some kenkey? And that is what we did. Okay, so I grabbed some tilapia from the shops, came home. Luckily, it's usually cleaned, but yes, I cleaned it a bit with some vinegar and salt to remove that slime and that tilapia smell, which I hate so much. And then I used some lemon, some green seasoning, some kelewele spice, some kiba powder, 10 spice blend, some oil, some ginger and garlic paste for that extra. That's optional. I just felt I wanted to top up the ginger and garlic paste in my green seasoning. And of course, I added some salt. So to start off, I like to season my meat and fish and with salt first. And then I went ahead to create a little marinade using the green seasoning. So when you have a green seasoning to hand, it makes life so easy. So this recipe was really created on the go, letting the spirits lead. Okay, so I grabbed about 2 to 3 tablespoons of the green seasoning and added about 2 tablespoons of the kiba powder, a bit of the 10 spice blend, about a tablespoon, and a touch of garlic and ginger paste. I mean, this is optional. I had enough in there, but it's just because I don't like the smell of tilapia, I decided to top it up, but totally optional. And then I just added some kelewele spice, which is a pepper-based spice to, add some kick to it. So I brought the whole mix together with some oil. I was doing it a little at a time because I didn't want it to be too oily. All right. So this quick marinade I made was actually too much for just one fish. So I actually saved some and used it to season another fish, which we grilled at the same time. And during the week, oh my goodness, I was sorted. So yes, when you are doing this, usually start with a tablespoon of the spices, and either way you still get a very lovely taste. So start with a tablespoon and add a little bit of this and that, depending on what your flavors you prefer. So you know how we do it. I made sure the fish was really massaged with the marinade. Yes, every single crevice on that fish had a bit of the seasoning. Okay, so I just made sure it was well coated and then allowed it to season for some couple of minutes before grilling. I also added some lemon slices in the cavity of the fish, just because I love that lemony smell to come through and to reduce that tilapia smell, which I don't like. So this is also very optional. It's up to you, but it gives it a lemony taste. So if you don't mind that, you can do it. Let it be to your preference. That's the beauty of cooking. You make food to suit your tastes and your likes. That's the beauty of home cooking. Whilst the fish was marinating for some few minutes, I decided to grind some meko to go with the fish and the kenkey. Yes, the tilapia had to go down with kenkey and some freshly grounded mako in the asanka. Today was special, so we went the full mile. All right. So yes, I have a tutorial on how to grind mako, how to prepare mako on the channel. So if you are new to this, you can have a watch of that and get some tips. But this is how I make my mako with some onions. I use red onions here. It's milder. I use some pepper, some yellow chilies. This chili was really hot. Some ginger, a touch of ginger. That is very optional. Some people don't like it. I love it. And some salt and the tomatoes as well. So usually you bring everything together with the salt, and the salt helps you to grind very easily. So I wanted to ask you, would you go the extra mile and grind your mako in anasenka or apotoyiwa? Would you? I want to know. Send your comments, okay? I know some people will be like, why go through this trouble when you have your food processor or blender? Have you thought about that? What will be your opinion? Would you whiz it up in your processor or blender? Or would you get some muscle workout and grind your mako in an asanka? Let me know. Let's talk. It was now time to charcoal grill this fish. So the fire was ready. We got it on. And yes, I mean, this was just for me and the hubby. We got the kids some other chicken. I couldn't even be bothered to marinate my own chicken because this was all so impromptu. So I bought some already marinated chicken from the shops. And yeah, we just put that on the grill, and that was also really good. Anything charcoal grilled is so tasty. If you haven't tried charcoal grilled fish, meats, chicken, please do. You will love it. I finally got my muzzle work done in the kitchen. Hey. But yes, it is some work to grind mako, but the taste, you can never beat it. If you have watched so far, please don't forget to subscribe and click that like button to help my channel. Thank you so much. So the other thing that I also remembered whilst grilling this tilapia was some fried fish I brought from Ghana. So these have been in my freezer since we got back, and I thought I will warm it up using the charcoal grill. Okay, it can be equally warmed up in the microwave, the air fryer. Most of the time I use the air fryer, but I thought, hey, why not incorporate some charcoal goodness in this? So yes, I put that in a bread pan and put an aluminium foil all over so that I can set that next to the fish. All right. In actual fact, if you don't mind eating it cold, it doesn't really freeze. So you can actually eat it cold straight from the freezer if you wanted to. Okay, now, so I got my kenkey ready. This is how I warm my kenkey. If you are that type of person who finds that you are warming up your kenkey in a bowl of water in the microwave and then suddenly you forget and the kenkey becomes all mashed up in the water, try this method, okay? So what I do is I wet some kitchen paper towels, soak it under running tap, and then I wrap the kenkey with this towel, and then I put it in the microwave. It is so quick. 5 minutes, 8 minutes, depending on the number of kenkey you have, it will be done. Okay, you will not have that mashed kenkey ever again. What you need to be careful is not to overheat it up. It warms up really quickly, so keep an eye. Just look at that fish. I had to try one. The chef always has to try one. And look at our tilapia. It's looking good already, isn't it? So the bottom bit had cooked beautifully. It was actually getting to the stage where it's a few more minutes is going to be burnt. So I was thinking, okay, this is the challenging bit. How do I turn this fish over? All right. So yes, the thoughts came to use another grill rack, put it over on the top of it, and then I turned the rack upside down. Now the trick was, how do I remove this bottom rack without tearing up the flesh of the fish? So using my tongs, I gently and carefully released the skin from the rack. All right. The oil that I used in the marinade helped it to kind of help the flesh of the fish to crisp up, but in doing so too, it got stuck to the rack. And it happens if you've grilled fish before, especially charcoal grilled it, you find that this happens. Normally you would be brushing it with oil to help it not to stick, but since it was at the bottom and I was grilling other meats, I couldn't do that. So gently I just lifted the rack off. I wanted to show you this so that you know that it is not magic, right? We all go through this stage. So don't be scared when you've got fish, you are grilling fish. Just be patient and gently remove the rack from the fish. Okay. And the chef must always have the first taste, isn't it? Medofopa, I hope you have enjoyed watching this video. I like creating videos like this. No recipe to it. You just go with the flow and with how the spirit leads. So this recipe, yes, I've put some measurements to it, but I love people to try things and make it their own. So yeah, this is for inspiration purposes. If you're inspired, do subscribe, hit the like button, hit the thumbs up, comment, and help my channel to grow. Be here as a family. Let me know you are here as a family by commenting, so that I get to know you. I do meet people now and then. They say, hey, they watch the videos. I'd love to hear from you on the channel as well. Thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this. And I hope you can enjoy some as well. Unfortunately, you can just view and recreate it for yourself. But so here we were ready. It was ready. We were ready and the flies too were ready. And we had to pair this with After Village Kitchen's shito. If you have tasted it, you know it is the real deal. So yeah, shito went in there with the meko, and we got down to it. It was super delicious. The charcoal grill fish meat is always seriously delicious. This one, the skin was nice and crisp, like you fried it. and yet the flesh inside too was nice and moist. So it was a win-win-win all round. So thank you for watching. I hope I can just feed you, but I can't. Please recreate it. Enjoy it with your loved one. See you soon in my next video. All right? Take care and bye-bye.